Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending upon where you are joining us from. Welcome to yet another exciting webinar from Muvi. My name is Shivashish, and I'll be your host for the evening. To kick things off, I would like to take this opportunity to give you an overview of Muvi. Founded in 2011, Muvi is headquartered in Virginia and was founded with a vision to disrupt the global streaming market. Movie offers multiple streaming products that suit the need of any business of all shapes and sizes, from small businesses to large enterprises. Movie's scalable and flexible streaming product portfolio can adapt to any type of streaming requirement. From a complete OTT platform to fast channels, from on demand streaming to live streaming, from audio streaming to video streaming, and from deploying websites to apps for mobile and TV ecosystems across 16 plus platforms, Movie can do it all in a matter of few clicks and hours, all out of the box. Today, as we stand as one of the leading players in the streaming platform provider space, with our flagship product Movie One rated as number one OTT platform on G2, and our live streaming product Muvi Live awarded as the best live streaming product of 2022 by the readers of the Streaming Media magazine, Movie continues to scale and deliver not just in its features but also in its service to its customers. Coming to the webinar topic, how many of us can say that they're not using any video conferencing tool for communicating with their colleagues, friends, or family on a daily basis? I don't think there is any possibility of such a scenario in today's world, especially after the pandemic. In a world where remote or hybrid work culture has become the norm, we are all getting connected virtually through video conferencing. However, all such solutions available in the market have a few constraints. They restrict you with a limited number of participants, limited meeting durations, and are difficult to integrate with other solutions. Here's where our product, Huddle, comes in. In today's webinar, we are going to talk about Huddle, a one-of-a-kind two-way live streaming and video conferencing solution. Huddle can cater to multiple use cases, be it one-on-one or group video meetings, town halls, webinars, roundtables, and even product launches. Through this webinar, you will not only get a demo of Movie Huddle for a seamless two-way streaming experience, but also know how Huddle can be used along with other movie products to solve any business use cases. And to talk about this, we have with us today Bibin Johnny, the product manager who takes care of Movie Live, Huddle, and all other streaming solutions at Movie. Bibin is also an avid reader and keeps track of the live streaming industry and applies his learnings to solve for our customers. He is also a previous entrepreneur who has built software products for consumers and businesses. Bibin has a bachelor's degree in engineering and is also an MA in philosophy with certifications in various areas like product management, business strategies, software processes and agile practices, customer analytics, etc. Bibin, welcome to our today's webinar. We are all excited to hear what you have to say. And now, before we start, I would like to inform our audience that they can keep posting their questions using the Q&A box anytime during the webinar, and we will address them at the end of the session. Over to you, Bibin.
Thank you so much, Shivashish, for the nice introduction and the good words. Okay, so for those who are listening in and watching the webinar, warm greetings and welcome to this webinar. So we'll hope you are staying safe and well. We will try to keep this webinar as fruitful as possible. Okay, so let's get started. You might have seen these icons somewhere, or probably in your computer or in your mobile apps. So you guessed it right. These are some of the most popular existing conferencing and meeting platforms that we have in this world right now. So you might have seen this while you were exploring the video conferencing solutions during the time of COVID, when remote work and work from home, that kind of scenarios happened. Or you might have been using this prior to that for your professional use cases or as well as for your day-to-day life. And or you might still be exploring these products to see which works for you. Anyway, it's not a problem. So right now you probably are looking at the icon that you are mostly using. whether it is Zoom, Teams, it doesn't matter. That is something that you use mostly. Okay, so these are some of the mature platforms that we have existing today. But here in this webinar, we will talk about the user experience of these products and how Huddle can be a game changer in this video streaming, in this video conferencing and real-time meetings. Okay, so first let's go through how a typical video meeting happens. Maybe it might have happened for you or some of your colleagues or some of your customers or members of your organization. Anyway, so let's talk about how a normal video meeting happens. So first, you need to download a software, either for desktop, mobile, tab, anything. For any device you take, you most probably will have to download something. And that is the first key step of your sadness. There starts the sadness of your video meeting journey. So then once you have downloaded the software, then you have to sign up, log in, enter the meeting ID, enter the password. Whoa. There are a lot of things. So to just join a video meeting, you have to do all of this. You might be frowning at this particular stage. So this happens for everyone. You have faced these issues in your past, and you might still be facing this issue. And after we have taken these steps, for a normal user, what happens is there comes incompatible browser or incompatible operating system. So this mainly happens on browser-based software. So this happens if once you join, it shows that it is incompatible. That means it doesn't work with the browser. The software you are using, it doesn't work with the browser. So that's the sad part. So you might be angry. So that even if you complete all these journeys, or if you conquer all these things, now comes poor resolution, screen sharing issues, and all those things. So you may not be able to see others' video, or there will be lagging, and you cannot screen share properly. System audio is missing, or your mic audio is missing in the screen share, and then there are some noise around you, and there is also echo happening. So in your video meetings, you might have heard that someone saying, am I audible? Am I audible? So can you hear me? Can you hear me? So is there an echo? Is there an echo? Yeah, things like that. Yes, there is an echo that is happening. So these things happen in popular platforms too. It doesn't matter. The echo, noise, screen sharing issues, resolution issues. Of course, these things happen a lot. So it might be totally angry. Yeah. So, and then comes the most interesting thing, connectivity loss. So it doesn't matter whether you're on a 4G network or a 5G network, whether you can download a movie in 5 seconds or 1 minute. Connectivity loss happens many times, even if you are on a 5G or 4G, it doesn't matter. So it's not the problem with it. Mostly it's not the problem with your network. It's actually the problem with the software you are using. So these things happen. Yeah, this is the user experience that many of us still get, even if you use any matured video conferencing and meeting platforms. What can we say? It happens. So currently we are stuck with this product, and this happens to us. So even if you are saying that, oh no, it doesn't happen to me, but think about your colleagues, think about your customers, and think about the other members in the organization. Because not everyone is a tech expert, not everyone is an expert in dealing with the software. So for them, this happens a lot of times, and it is totally frustrating to have a user experience like that. Okay, now let's come into Muvi Live. So Muvi Live is our own live streaming product. So it is entirely dedicated to live streaming applications and functionalities. So right now, so far, we have focused on broadcasting live events. In simpler terms, it is called live streaming. So you can live stream a video, you can live stream a live event. It can be of any type. You can live stream from camera, from computer, from mobile. You can live stream this. So basically, if you live stream something, millions and thousands of viewers can watch that. So we currently, so far, we have been doing this, and we have a good number of customers, enterprise and professional, and even small business customers who does live streams with Muvi Live. And they have, so far, people have been happy with the user experience with the broadcast live streams. And recently, for the past couple of years, we have heard a lot of people showing interest in real-time meetings and real-time video conferencing. So right now, this is one-to-many live stream. That means you live stream, others tune in, or others listen in, or others watch the live stream. They can interact by chat and other methods, but it's not two-way. They cannot talk to you. So that is the live stream. Now we are talking about real-time video conferencing and real-time video meetings. So that we, as based on our request that we get and from the feedback that we got, we have decided to do something for that. And that's when we decided to come up with Huddle meetings. So Huddle meetings, you probably know what it is right now. So Huddle meetings will allow you to conduct two-way communication, either through audio or video. So for any kind of use cases related to meeting, video conferencing, and anything. So that is Huddle use case. So both of these things, broadcast live events and Huddle meetings, we can do that using Muvi Live, our single live streaming product. Okay, now, so I have explained what is Muvi Live and Huddle. Let's talk about the user experience when you use Huddle for your video meetings and when you use Huddle for your users' video meetings. Okay, so let's get started. So in this first step, there is no download. There is no software download. You don't need to download any software for web desktop, mobile, tab. There is nothing. You don't need to download it. Just open the link. So Huddle will provide a link and you just need to open that link. Yeah, that's a good experience, right? So then what happens is you go to the next step. Next step is like earlier we saw that you need to enter the password, meeting ID, sign up, login, all those things. But here, interestingly, there is no sign up, no login, no password, etc. You just have to enter your name. And once you enter the name, it keeps there forever. You don't need to retype again. So it's just as simple. Just enter your name. Think about that. Just enter your name and you can log in to a Huddle meeting. It's that simple. Yeah. So, and you can use Huddle in any browser of your choice because there are tons of browsers already available in the market. You might be using Apple Safari or Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, anything. And Huddle is built in such a way that it can work in any browser of your choice. So it's up to you which is your browser. Huddle will work for you. And then comes the things that we discussed earlier: screen sharing, noise suppression, echo cancellation, etc. So with Huddle, you can screen share effectively. There are different options. You can share a tab, you can share the screen, you can share a separate app, all those things. And then you can cancel the echo, the issue that we discussed earlier. And also there is noise suppression. That means the external noise that comes when you are doing a meeting, it will be suppressed with Huddle. So for example, the meow sounds from the cats or the woo sounds from your dogs, those things will be suppressed. So you don't need to worry about that. It's inbuilt. So only your voice and the other user's voice will be heard. Other kind of noises will be suppressed. And that is all built in. Okay. Now, the most interesting fact, you can host and meet up to 600 participants. Most of the mature platforms, most of the existing platforms, they put a limit on the number of participants. Mostly it is like around 50 and 100 at a maximum. But here with Huddle, you can host up to 600 participants without any issues. And it will work fine for everyone. And you can even host parties with Huddle. So yeah, as long as the number is 600. That is all about how the user experience is in Huddle. So it is totally different from the typical video meetings. This is totally wonderful, and you see it is totally pleasant. There is no more issues and no more lacking journeys and everything. It is totally pleasant. Now you might be wondering, okay, this is fine. Now what is the catch and what is the cost? Because most of the time cost or pricing is the catch. So for your wonder, the pricing is just $0.008 per minute. That means it is less than 1 cent. The pricing is less than 1 cent per minute. And here, one important fact is that when we calculate minute, the number of participants doesn't matter. So even if you host 500 participants or 100 participants, you will be just paying $0.008 per minute. And that is a very competitive pricing we have in the market. And in a nutshell, we will be saving a lot of cost with this Huddle. Yeah. And then, so far we have discussed about the Huddle and what it is, how the user journey will be, and how it is totally different from the existing platform in terms of the user experience. So now the most important thing is, let's dive into the demo. Yes, let's dive into the demo. Yeah. So here, when we talk about Huddle, right now we are at the pre-release stage. That means we are developing a lot of things. the huddle is still not yet live. Our first version, beta version, will be live on March 7th. So if you are eager to test the platform, you can stay tuned and you can start using the huddle from March 7th. So for this pre-release stage, I will show a demo of our existing platform and how it works. So going to the platform, yeah, let's dive into that. Okay, so here, this is the Muvi Live CMS. As I mentioned, Huddle and Broadcast Live Stream, all of those are combined in a single product called Muvi Live. It is our end-to-end live streaming platform. So here, you will be able to see all the live streams you have added, and it is going on. So to add a new Huddle, what you can do is just click on the Add Live Stream, and then select Huddle, and then enter the meeting name and description. Let's do it for webinar. Yeah. Huddle webinar, and what will be the description? Make video meetings easy with Huddle. Yeah, nice description. Yeah. So right now we have just added a name and a description for the Huddle, and as you can see, that Huddle webinar that we just added came here. So what we need to do now is just click start. So once you have clicked start, that means that meeting is right now active. So anyone can join in and start participating in the meeting. So how do you join? You can see here is the join button. When you click on the join button, you can see it will take you to a link. So this is what we call by the Huddle link, and this can be modified totally, and we'll be modifying that soon. Yeah. So, and you can see the meeting name and then name. So I have already entered my name once earlier. As I mentioned earlier, once you enter the name, it will be happening forever. Okay. Now, what you can do is, after you enter the name, you can select audio, video, or enable both audio and video. So you can select these options. So right now I have already audio and Zoom. So I'm just stopping my Zoom video, and I'm going to enable camera for Huddle. So once you do that, you select the option you want. You can choose any option. Even if you don't want anything, you can disable both. It's fine. Okay. Now after you do that, you just click join, and once you join, you'll be able to see the meeting happening right now. So you can see, yeah, this is me. This is I have added my camera here, so it is happening right now. And in the bottom, you can see we have 4 key buttons. First one is to mute or unmute the audio, and then we can stop or start the camera, and then there is screen share and leave. So you might be wondering, oh, this is very simple. You don't have any advanced features that other platforms or software do have. So we have decided to keep the platform or the interface very simple and not bombard you with any thousands of features that you're never going to use in your lifetime. So this platform, we will keep it as simple as possible so that it will be useful for any novice kind of users. That means users who are not that technical experts, who are new to computers, and who are new to using video platforms. We'll keep that kind of users in mind, and we'll build for them. And let's talk about and before we talk about the features, I would like to share this link to some of my colleagues who may be able to join. So how can you share this? So right now I have joined this Huddle. Okay, now how can others join this Huddle? How can your participants join the Huddle? So you can do that by sharing the Huddle link. So once you click on share, you can get the Huddle link, and you can copy that and you can share it anywhere. You can share it in social media sites or your chat groups or anywhere, or even in the email if you have your customers and others joining in. Okay, so you can share that with anyone, anywhere, and you can let others join. Okay, so that's how we share that Huddle link and let others join. So right now we'll focus more on the other features. So here we have a settings, and in the settings you can set up the video and audio functionalities. Basically, in the video, we can select the resolution. As I mentioned, resolution is the #1 thing that affects a lot of people. So you can select either the type of resolution based on your network. You can do that. And then in the audio, by default, echo cancellation, noise suppression, all those are turned on. If you're not even interested, you can turn it off. It doesn't matter. So it's up to you. you choose what you want. Yeah. And then, okay, so Viraj has joined. I have shared this link with my other co-panelist. So Viraj has joined. Hi, Viraj. Okay. You can see since Viraj hasn't turned on the camera, his video is not showing. That's why. If others have joined, they will also be there. As I mentioned, we can have up to 600 participants. We can host up to 600 participants, and the videos of the participants will be shown here in this grid kind of view. So maximum there will be around 30 grids. So after the 30 grids, you can skip next, and you can see other participants also. Now coming to the screen sharing, we have this advanced screen sharing where you can share the entire screen, or you can share a particular window, or you can share a particular browser. So right now I'm sharing my, let's say I'm sharing a particular window. So here I'm sharing another file. Okay, so you can see that it is happening instantly. There is no issues. So, and you can also click stop sharing. That will stop the screen share immediately. So that is how it works. And you will also be able to see the participants list. And if you want to go full screen, you can do that. Just enable the full screen. You can do that. So anything. So that kind of, these are very essential features, not very advanced features. And these are very useful if for a day-to-day basis. So you might have saying that it is missing some of the core features of Zoom, but it doesn't matter. For a day-to-day usage, these are the primary things that is required, and we have made it as simple as possible to help you do that. Okay, that is about the huddle. Okay, now going back to our CMS. So this is the Muvi Live CMS, as I mentioned earlier. I have shown you how you can share a huddle, and there is another method to embed. So embed means if you have a video, if you have a website or if you have an app, then you can add huddle into that website. So you just need to do is you just need to copy this code and then use it in your website. So it's simply, if you are not technical, it's not a big thing. It's just simply copying and pasting it in your website. And this huddle, your users will be able to join huddle from your website itself. It's that super easy. So you may not even need to share these huddle links every time. You just need to link it to your website so that your users can join directly from there. Okay. Now another important factor is, so here, if you are, let's say we have 2 participants here, and if you are managing number of huddle meetings, you may need to see the audience. So if you are not joining any huddle meetings, but you are hosting a number of meetings, you can see the audience right from the CMS. No need to go join each and every meeting separately. You can see that audience right from here in the CMS. And this is very useful if you are broadcasting this. So let's say you are conducting this webinar. Let's say you're conducting this huddle meeting. And now if you want to broadcast this to thousands and millions of users, and we will enable you to do that with Muvi Live, and you will also be able to see the number of people who are participating or watching that live stream and the video meeting. Okay, so that's how a brief about huddle and how the huddle works. And after you complete your huddle meeting, you can just click on the stop. And once you click on the stop, no one will more be able to access the huddle meeting. So new users will not be able to access that. So it is like a kind of a restriction. Otherwise, anyone can join a huddle meeting anytime. So it doesn't make any sense. You will also lose your dollars. So this start and stop will help you enable that to keep a restriction on the time or the duration of your video meetings to go on. Okay, now coming back to our presentation. So we have seen the demo for the initial of the pre-release version of Huddle. Now let's talk about the use cases that you can address with Huddle. So Huddle is built in such a way that it can be used for any meeting or conferencing purpose. So it doesn't matter whether you're a professional, whether you're a small business, or whether you want to use meeting for your day-to-day life to contact with your family. So the number of use cases vary, and the Huddle is built in such a way that to address all of these use cases. You know, as Shivashish mentioned earlier, we have a lot of products at Muvi. We have Muvi 1, one of the flagship product. So Movie One is a product which enables you to create your own website and mobile apps for any kind of purposes like entertainment, sports, streaming, education, e-learning, anything. It's possible to do almost all things if you want to create a website or an app. And without any code, you can build that in minutes and hours. Okay, so and there are other products too in movie ecosystem, and the way and the wow factor is that here you can use Huddle with Movie One and other products, and together with the movie ecosystem to solve any use cases you can imagine. So, the world is changing rapidly, and a lot of things are coming online. No one has predicted that schools will be shut down and classes will be taken online. No one has predicted that, and no one has also predicted that judges in the courtrooms, judges will be in the courtrooms will be coming online to conduct the court sessions. No one has predicted that. So even no person has imagined that a court judge will be seen on a computer screen. So that kind of scenarios are happening. And imagine if it is happening right now, what will happen in the next coming years? Because more and more things are coming online, and more industries are coming online. And for all of these things, communication is necessary. So for communication, online meetings are necessary. So any use case are coming online, and for you as a person or as a business owner, as someone related to any organization, it is also important for you that you bring a better user experience for your users and for yourself using the Huddle and online meeting. Okay, now let's talk about the use cases that we can solve with Huddle and the movie ecosystem. So there are many you can imagine, but I'm talking about some of the popular things that we hear every day. So one is telehealth, whether it is your doctor to doctor or doctor to patient or caretaker to patient consultation. So all those kind of consultation related, and whether it is doctor to management or whether it is a professional day-to-day workflow. So all of these things for telehealth, it is more important. And with Huddle, you can do that. You can just simply sharing a link, anyone can join the Huddle, whether it is patient or doctor or management, doesn't matter. And then for online schooling, as I mentioned, schools have been shut down and classes were taken online. So when I say online schooling, it can be many things. So it doesn't matter to be the school. It can matter the other classes, for example, yoga classes or the dance classes, music classes, or fitness classes, anything. A lot of things are happening online right now. So all those things can be done through Huddle itself. So with the Movie One also, you can add Huddle and a website together. So just think about that. You will have your own website with monetization and everything enabled, and you can also enable participants to join meetings through that website, or even apps, mobile apps, TV apps, etc. Okay, now there is another thing, live shopping. This is interesting because today is the age of influencers. What you buy and what you sell is totally dependent on influencers. So influencers decide what to buy, what you buy, and what you sell. So for that influencers, there is one popular use case. It is live shopping. So you can sell products through online. So influencers can host live meetings, and participants can join in, and people can buy products. So we have another a product called Movie Card, which will, with the help of that, you can also sell products along with the Huddle meetings. That is another use case. And then there is mentoring, coaching, consulting, and that kind of all scenarios. So where you can conduct meetings, and most importantly, you can monetize that. So let's say if you are doing a coaching session, but you don't want to do it for free, you want to charge the user for that, then what you can do is you can just enable a monetization on top of that meeting. So users will buy to join your meeting, and then only they can access your meeting. So all these things are possible with Movie One and Movie Live Huddle. So you can try it, and all of these things are possible. And then there is another one for if you don't have, if your organization don't have any office or workspace subscription. So almost all of the platform that I shown earlier in the initial slide, you have seen the list of or the number of meeting software. But if you see, many of these platforms or software are embedded in their ecosystem. if you see Google has embedded Google Meet in their ecosystem, workspace, and Microsoft has embedded it in the Microsoft Office ecosystem. So if you can even buy these products separately. So for us, you can with Huddle, you can use these products separately as a standalone. Then you can pay for that only. So no need to pay for any other things that you don't even use. So there is no need for that. You can pay for what you use, and you can even get that as a standalone product. And then there are a couple more items, virtual meetups. So as I mentioned, we support up to 600 participants in Huddle. So you can host any kind of meetup you want in Huddle. And then there are audio rooms. Audio rooms means it is mainly applicable for mobile. So just turn off the camera, then with that, audio rooms will be shown. Okay. Now, then there is virtual courtrooms. That is something that I mentioned earlier. So you can, if you are someone related to legal or courtroom or any that kind of scenario, then you can use Huddle to conduct virtual courtroom sessions. And finally, live social apps. So these are some of the most trending things. Live social apps. Everything is live now, and everything is social now. So live social apps is some of the most important key feature that we can solve with Huddle and SDK. So SDK means this is a developer solution that we will provide for users who want to integrate Huddle into their apps and websites. So I have talked a lot about these use cases. I hope it got boring. Okay, so just rewind essentially what I meant is that you can use Huddle for any use case you can imagine. It doesn't matter what it is, and you can use Huddle along with the Muvi ecosystem to solve for any use case. I may have missed a lot of use cases here, but if you have anything else, just reach out to us. We'll probably look into it and solve that. Yeah. Now, before I wind up and conclude this webinar, I would like to bring your attention to what we are currently working on at Muvi. So Muvi Live is a dedicated team working on the Muvi Live product for both broadcast and Huddle. So we are working hard and trying to solve the problems of our customers every day. So we keep listening to our customers and interested people like you about your problems, your pain points, and we solve that problem. Okay. So some of the things that we are currently working on is direct recording and broadcasting. So from the CMS itself, you will be able to record the Huddle meetings and broadcast it as live stream. So it is currently also possible, but we are making it a direct way. So instead of any trick methods or any indirect methods, you will be able to do it directly from Muvi Live CMS. We are currently working on that. It will be probably live by end of March. Okay. Now there is another thing, Muvi One plus Muvi Live Huddle. So a seamless integration between both of these products. We are working on that, and currently also this is possible to integrate Muvi One and Huddle, but we are making it as seamless to make it super easy for our customers. And then there will be advanced chat with moderation and reports, and then there will be Huddle interface white labeling. So you have seen the Huddle interface, and what we will do is we will allow you to white label that interface. So by adding your brand logo, brand theme, brand name, etc., we will allow you to do that from the CMS itself. Okay, and then if there is any developers here tuning in, so this is for you. You will be able to directly embed Huddle to your website or apps. So these are some of the things that we are currently working on, and as you know, the pre-release version will be launched by March 7, and then a complete version will be launched by end of March. So if you have any more and more things in your mind, just reach out to us. We will prioritize that and make it happen. So stay tuned for all of these things. Yeah. So these are something that we are working on. Okay. Now I'm handing over the mic to Shivashish. So Shivashish, over to you. Please proceed.
Thank you, Vivin. It was indeed a very informative session, and we have got a lot of questions from our attendees. So before we start the questions, I would like to request the audience to take a minute to answer a quick poll, which should be coming onto your screens right now. And if you can't see the poll, you can click on the poll option, and then you'll be able to see the 3 questions that are there on the screen. So please fill out these questions. In the meantime, Bibin, the first question comes from Michael Dawson. He says that Muvi Huddle be totally white labeled.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the interface can be white labeled. I have seen you. There is a CMS, a platform where you can manage the meetings, and there is an interface where you actually conduct the meetings or host or participate in the meeting. So that interface can be white labeled. So please reach out to our team. So according to your needs, we can white label that. Put your logo, put your brand name, put your brand color, all of these things. So that is possible right now. And also in the coming weeks, we are making it super easy. You can upload it yourself. You don't even need to contact us. You can do it yourself in the CMS. So from the CMS, you'll be able to upload the logo, name, theme, all those things, and the entire interface will change accordingly. So we are working on it. And right now, you can contact the team. The team will help you with white labeling and everything. Yeah. I hope it is clear.
Thank you. I hope, Michael, this answers your question. The next question comes from Ed, and he's asking that the operating cost is $0.008 a minute. However,
Yes.
what does it cost to license the Huddle software?
License means, is that for using it for regularly, or are you mean a subscription? Is there anything? If Ed, could you please reply again? That would be much better. So basically, right now, the Huddle comes with a pricing of $0.008 per minute, and there is a subscription fee right now that is $79 per month. So soon, from April, that $79 per month will go away. That means the pricing will totally be pay as you go model. So you will only have to pay the operating cost, that is $0.008 per month. Per minute, and there is no other cost associated with Huddle. If you are broadcasting this as a live stream, then there will be separate costs related to the bandwidth. So based on the number of viewers. So if you are only using Huddle, then this is the cost. There is no more other tricky costs or other hidden costs, nothing like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Vipin. Jenny is asking that will I need separate accounts to use Huddle and Muvi Live?
No. So as I shown you, there is a CMS. In that CMS, it is a Muvi Live CMS itself. In that CMS itself, you can use both broadcast, live streams, and Huddle meetings. So it's the same interface so that you can manage everything easily. So otherwise, you'll have to log into separate products. I feel that way. So it is totally difficult. That's why we have combined both into a single product called Muvi Live. Yeah. So your answer, yes. Sorry, no separate login is required. You can do both from the same login and the same account.
Hope this answers your question, Jenny. Michael has another question for us, Bivin. He asks that when recording the meeting, can the different speakers' video or audio be recorded independently? So let's say I wanted to do a virtual podcast using Huddle. The way I can cut between different speakers in the edit, the way I want, instead of everything being baked on a single video file.
That is a nice question. So right now, what we support is, it is like a grid. So the person, as I shown earlier, the grid will appear on the interface. That interface will be recorded. So think of it as like a screen recording. So you will record the entire meeting, or you will record the entire screen. So it will be like that. That grid will be recorded. And if someone is speaking, their voice will be projected. That means their video card will be projected, and from the rest of the other participants. So it is easy to differentiate the active participant and the inactive participant, but everyone will be seen as a grid in the grid form. Yes.
Okay.
I hope it answers.
Rahul asks that will I get any discounts for high volume usage, like if any enterprise version or something like that?
Okay, yes, sure. So right now we have kept the pricing as low as possible, or as competitive as possible. So it is, as I mentioned, it is less than 1 cent per minute. And if you have a really high usage, you can also buy in bulk. I mean, you can, these minutes, you can buy that in bulk. And if you buy that in bulk, you will get discount. I think you will get up to 40% discount if you buy it in bulk. Yeah, it's possible. So just contact sales if you have any high volume usage.
Okay, another question that is coming up is can I conduct huddle meetings and broadcast live streams at the same time?
Yes, sure. So in the live CMS, you can conduct both broadcast live stream and huddle meetings at the same time. As I shown earlier, there is maybe I can show you right now. Just one minute. So here in this interface, uh, you can see, if you see the type, there are huddle and there is broadcast. So both are here. If you want to start a broadcast, just start that. If you want to start a huddle, just start that. So it doesn't matter. Everything can be done on the same place at the same time. And there is also no restriction on the maximum recurring events. So in most of the platforms, there is a restriction that you cannot do more than 2 meetings at the same time, 2 live streams at the same time, like that. So for us, we have removed all the restrictions. So right now it is totally unlimited. You can use as much meetings or as much live streams as you want. There is no restriction.
Okay, so Rohan wants to know that do we have any developer solutions related to huddle as of now?
Uh, yes, currently the Muvi Live API can be used, but it is mainly for the broadcast stream. I mean broadcast live stream. For the huddle, one solution is to use the embed. So the embed thing, you can copy this embed, use it in your website, and then others can join from that website itself. That is one developer solution. It is very basic or the most useful developer solution. And there is another advanced developer solutions, that is SDKs. So we are building SDKs for Huddle, and that will be available in the coming months. So that SDK can be integrated into your apps or website to integrate Huddle right within your platform.
Thank you. That will be the last question for the day.
Okay.
This concludes our session for today. Movie keeps conducting webinars each month on some interesting industry topics and also showcases some of Movie's best offerings. I would personally request all of the viewers to keep a lookout for our social media channels and the website for the registration link for the upcoming webinars. Once again, thank you for tuning in and allowing us to present you with more of such informative and value-adding webinars. As a token of appreciation, we would like to give out an informative brochure about Movie Huddle, which should be available on in front of your screens. This is your host Shivashish signing off. Until next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.